Hey guys, it's me Val, truth be told. Welcome back to my channel. So, what should we talk about today? I wonder. Yeah, difficult one, isn't it? So, to start with, before I go into the elephant in the room, which we all know are the PayPal accounts, I want to talk about something else first. I want to talk about the clickbait. As you may have noticed, I've got a bit of a clickbaitish kind of thumbnail. I took a little bit of creativity out of Alan Vinnicome's book and thought I would see how it goes. So, because as we know what clickbait is, clickbait means that you look at something, you think, wow, that looks interesting, and then you click it to watch it. And most of the time you're a bit disappointed because nothing really, is inside the video as what it says on the actual thumbnail. And this is how basically Alan Vinnicome does scam people a lot to get views and to get people to join his soap opera and his drama and his circus, because he puts clickbaits. I'm going to go through a few clickbaits. I'm going to try not to keep this video very long, but I don't know, you see, like I say, I've always said Alan's a gift that keeps on giving, so you keep on giving us creative content, we're going to keep doing creative content. So let's have a look. Facebook YouTube creators arrested for inciting beheaded online. Now, I have looked into this. I didn't really see much about YouTube or anything like that. And also what peeved me off about this one, which a lot of people got peeved off, was because the whole video inside was a pity party. Alan was comparing himself to a Frenchman that was beheaded and basically thinking that what he was going through was the same. And I very much doubt having that done to you is the same as feeling a little bit depressed because you're being what he thinks is trolled online. Not quite the same, Alan. You do make me wonder about your sanity sometimes. Samuel Patty, 47, was targeted for showing cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad to his students. That's how it started. I'm not going to go into all the bits and pieces of that because that's not what this video is about. But Alan, that clickbait was for you to get people to come in and join your pity party, where you basically said that your pain that you were going through was the same as what he went through, and you were going through the same type of thing because you were being bullied online. Total bullshit. So that's that one out of the way. Let's get on to the next. I'm trying to go through these pretty quick. Exclusive, neighbour Betty speaks proof on Patreon now. The red car was not hers. Exclusive, neighbour Betty speaks. Now people will click onto that because they actually think you're going to do an interview with Betty, but you didn't, did you? I'm not going to watch the whole video because I don't really care, but we all know that Betty didn't actually speak to you, so there's a bit of a clickbait there. Right there. Chris Watt's mistress, the missing patches of hair. She don't missing patches of hair. All women have hair. I've got it. Most women have hairlines, especially when they've got ponytails, Alan. They scrape their ponytails back and they can get a little bit of alopecia around the edges. So to be honest, that wasn't anything to do with the girls having a fight with her and trying to protect themselves and pulling her hair. So that was a normal hairline. With me being a hairdresser, I kind of know about that, and I get a lot of people coming in with those kind of hairlines, and I never say, oh, who have you been fighting with today? So that's another one that's a load of bull. Join AD McKee and save Robbie. Three Stooges, isn't it? To NK's former residence. This is a clickbait, but kind of also let's join in and stalk. Let's stalk live on YouTube. So basically you stalked her apartment. I doubt she lives there. I don't even know. I didn't watch it, but I do know that you were basically stalking her residence, which is pretty sick. Here we go, another one. Stunning new CCTV footage unearths Chris Watt's accomplice. Accomplice. Damn, shouldn't have that gin and tonic, should I? In a cup or a mug. The hunt begins. There's another clickbait there, Alan. Basically, yeah. Footage, new footage. No, what you were doing is you're using the old footage. You were just zooming in and we were looking at pixels of God knows what again. It's just amazing, isn't it? Oh, Sherilyn Cadle. This was the worst one of them all. Sherilyn Cadle. Bella walked up the stairs to the oil tanks. And you put pictures of the oil tanks, which made it look like, well, I'm not going to go into detail what it looked like, but you got basically 66,000 views streamed 1 month ago on that. People that were basically disgusting rubberneckers who wanted to see the gory, the bits and pieces. You clickbaited people into thinking that Bella was alive, walking up the steps, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into detail, but this is how you put it across. And it actually took you about 15 minutes into the video before you actually told people that that's not what the video was about. So that clickbait, you kept that bait for 15 minutes. Oh, I can't say anything, I can't say it. Oh, I don't want to say it. In the end, it wasn't. So, you know, I just think that your video about the what's having the police around as well, I have noticed that you put fake story at the end of that, which I'm quite pleased about. Had you left it up as it was, that was definitely clickbait, because there was no police. You know, if you're going to do a live story, make sure you get your facts straight. Don't start doing live stories as if you're some kind of a BBC reporter, Alan, and then suddenly find out that the roads are flooded and that's why no one can get down the road. You're a dramatic person. You are just basically conspiracizing, if that's a word. Anything for clickbait. So that's why I put my thumbnail up. And the reason that we use your name, Alan, can I just quickly get this one out, is the fact is that we're not using you to clickbait, to expand our channels for profit or for fame, which is how you do it, which is why you think we're doing it, because that's called projection. We're doing it basically gain more views so we can actually get more support against what you're doing to the Rzuceks. We're doing it so people can look and watch our videos and see the truth. That's why we use your name. Very, very stupid of us to do the truth videos and not attach your name to it, because that actually doesn't work. You know that, don't you? You know all about clickbait. I've got a few things I want to address in this one, as you can tell. You go in your videos about the two genes. You've got one here was the man with the silver phone reflected in the car. I want to talk about Bella and Nicole Kessinger down by the wheel of the truck. The donut-shaped white handbag. Where's all this gone? That's a sort of clickbait as well, Alan, because you haven't actually gone anywhere with these stories, have you? Why haven't you called the police? Why haven't you called the investigators in Colorado? Why didn't you contact DA Rourke and tell her that there's views of Nicole down by the wheels pushing Bella, or you've got some man in the garden with a silver phone held to his ear, or these people walking around with two jeans, and these people in the flashing lights in the hedge, and the tarpaulin, the grey box that turned into green tarpaulin. Where did these go? What were they for? You know, you're just trying to make a bloody story out of something, but you change the story in the next one and you don't actually, it doesn't go anywhere. These are just... the scammers that go on your channel, the people that go on and you pretend that the coroners, the psychologists, the gates specialists, they're all this, they don't know what to do. Can I just say one thing, Alan? These people aren't professional, because there is no way a professional man or woman in this world who's got credit, who's got a professional background, who's built up their life through honesty, empathic, truthful honesty things, are ever going to touch you with a barge pole. So when these idiots come on and you tell people that they're this, that, they're professionals, they're not. Because there's no way that they are ever going to put their career that they've built up into jeopardy by getting involved with a scammer like you, Alan. So when you get these people coming on, you know, for instance, Larry, let's have a look at Larry, shall we? You know, apparently he was an old politician that hadn't really got anywhere. He had 53 subscribers on his channel. Alan, they're using you as much as you are using them. So these wannabes come onto your channel to try and get some views. The only way they know how, because they're scammers just like you. Birds of a feather flock together, don't they? So the only people, the Chrissies, the people that fake who they are, the wannabes, the money grabbers, gold diggers, they all come on your channel because they want to get somewhere and they don't care how they get it. A bit like you. You want to get somewhere, but you don't care that you're stepping on the graves of Shanann and the kids. You don't care that it's blood money. You just want to get somewhere. Same with these people that come on your channel. They don't care. They don't really care about their careers. They don't care about anything. They just want to get somewhere through being just getting a bad name. What else have we got to talk about today? Alan, you're so addicted to money. You're on YouTube 5 times a day. You know that whenever you're not on YouTube, you're losing money. And that's why you're on it so much, isn't it? Apparently I heard that you're on at 4 o'clock in the morning once. You know, health's kind of improved, hasn't it? Because if you were really sick and you had a high blood pressure, you wouldn't be staying up all night doing live streams on YouTube. So you really are money grabbing. But do you know what's going to happen one day? And I do think this will happen. So be warned. When the gates of airports, when the airports open and everybody can start flying again, you are going to go down for many things. Money laundering perhaps as well. But you'll probably have to give all this money back. So let's just go on to the elephant in the room, shall we? The PayPal accounts. Now, I don't really know if they're true or not. They look very authentic to me, and I actually trust the Grim Reaper Cafe, and I trust all the other people to make sure that whenever they put anything out against you, it's true. Otherwise, we're going to lose our credibility, aren't we? To look into these PayPal accounts that are based in Thailand, and they've got Armchair Detectives' names on, the 6 of them or something. And we all know that Alan has had trouble with tax in the past. We all know that Alan's business has failed because of his questionable tax kind of forms. He can't fill in properly, can he? No. You know, if you've got to look at somebody's future as you do their history. If their history's not very good, their future's not going to be the best neither. People don't change, not narcissists anyway. Oops, did I call him a narcissist? Shame. Never mind. So what we're trying to do now is, if you really think that those are fake, Alan, what we'll do is we'll look into it, and we'll make sure that if they are fake, that we find out the truth. So we'll keep on looking into them. We're not going to stop just because you said that they are nothing to do with you. We want the truth out. So whether we're wrong, let's prove that we're wrong. So we'll keep looking in, and when we find out the truth behind this Thai man from wherever he's from, because you go to Thailand a lot, don't you? So I think you're quite a lot of he/she's out there. Oops, controversial. So we will keep looking into it, and we will keep you updated, Alan, to see what the truth is. So obviously, if it's not you, we will find the truth that it's not you. And if it is you, well, ho-hum, there comes another video. So we'll look into that one for you. I don't really have a lot more to say. I just wanted to air my views on the PayPal, that, like I say, if it does come to a head, because we're not going to stop, obviously, looking into it, because we know that you're a scammer. Oh, you know, that's the trouble with you, Alan, is that if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. If it runs like a duck, if it tastes like a duck, it's a duck. So you keep on crying wolf. You keep on doing bad things, and then when you want us to believe you, why don't we believe you, Alan? Why don't we believe you? I really can't work that one out, can we? See, when you've lied about being in the FBI, and you've lied about having death threats, and you've lied about not drinking, and you've lied. I mean, I notice sometimes you'll do a 3-hour live, and you'll have a cup of coffee in front of you, and 3 hours later you're still drinking the cup of coffee. So whether you like cold coffee is beyond me, but I don't think most people do. So I do think there's something else in your mugs, because after 3 hours it'd be pretty cold and yucky, wouldn't, and I never see you get up to put the kettle on. So I do think you're hiding your gin in the mugs. I'm going off on one now, aren't I? I've got a lot to say today. But yeah, I just think, you know, we aren't trolls. We're trying to stand up for the Rzuceks. We're trying to stop you from hurting people. We're trying to stop you from now you're making parodies of D.A. Rourke, you know. Oh dear me, dear me. You are sort of, you're striking people and you're reporting people for doing parodies of you. And yet the parodies we do of you are us, if we do them. I don't do parodies, but they are a parody of a nasty man, somebody who deserves it. You're doing parodies on D.A. Rourke, who spent his whole life fighting for good. Huh? You get it? He spent his life fighting, helping victims, helping murders, helping solve cases. A good man. And what do? You make parodies of him. Why don't you respect people that do good in this world? Why don't you respect those people that put everything they've got into the community and make it better? No. You're just doing parodies of people. You're now talking to Elvis, talking to Ted Bundy. You, my friend, wrong word, will do anything you possibly can to make a video. And take up gardening next. Maybe a cooking show, perhaps. Yeah? Cooking show. Cook with AD. It would be AD then, would it? Because it would be Cook with Alan. It wouldn't be Armchair Detective. Don't use that one, AD. You can't use that one. Oh, another thing. The Armchair Detective. You know, you're going on about your name being used, and then when you put Armchair Detective, everybody's stealing your name and everybody's using you. Armchair Detective isn't your name solely. Armchair Detective has been around for much longer than you have. So you can't claim that as your own. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get me? Because there's films and programs and stories and other websites called Armchair Detective. So please don't think that you are the only armchair detective in the world. It's like me calling myself Betty Crocker. Now, Betty Crocker, if you don't know, if you're in the States, is a well-known chocolate cake or sponge cake maker. You buy a box of chocolate cake and you make it with some oil and some eggs or something, and you put it in the oven and you've got a yummy chocolate cake from Betty Crocker. Now, if I decided to call myself Betty Crocker and other people were doing videos about Betty Crocker, making cakes with Betty Crocker cakes, I couldn't make a video and tell them to stop because they're using my name. Because Betty Crocker's been around a lot longer than me. I think I need to stop now, don't I? So guys, I'm going to stop there. But, Alan Vinnicome, don't worry. Don't worry your...
A few minutes later.
I think tiny little head. You've got a tiny little head, have you? Don't worry your fast ticking little heart. Don't worry your stressed out, anxious, high blood pressured little self, because we'll take care of it, Alan. We'll look into the PayPal accounts for you, and if they are fake, we'll let you know, shall we? But what we're going to do is we're going to find out the truth, because, you know, we do that. We're better detectives than you'll ever be. So we'll keep looking into the PayPal accounts, and we'll come back and let you know how it works out. I think we've already know who the man's name is. I think we've managed to find out that, and a little bit more. So we do know quite a bit already. So when we get to the truth, Alan, and we can vindicate you, if it's a lie and if it's all fake, we'll vindicate you, Alan. Yay! Alan is innocent. 3 little clown faces. So guys, I think I've said enough today. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to upload this, and my hair's getting very long, which is why I do have a headband on today. Right. Take care, guys. Mwah. Big hugs. Bye.